interested to learn that we've only put the machine on its least sensitive setting. Well, perhaps we'd all prefer it if technology like this were never necessary. But if it is, let's hope that it can manage to save lives from now on. And here's something else that might save lives, though it may not look immediately obvious.
Okay, I'll check. Better. Right, I'll see you two and I'll raise you one. Cut your husband. How often have I wished in the middle of a game of cards, as I get deeper and deeper into trouble, that the whole house would go up in flames and we could start the whole game up again somewhere else. Well, the whole point of this bizarre introduction is to show that whatever else happens to the house next door, and we're all well aware that a nice little blaze is building up there, this one will remain untouched and intact. Pity, really. But so confident are these people that a new system to prevent the spread of fire from one house to another will work, that they're prepared to play on. Well, to help demonstrate the effectiveness of this new system, you'll notice that there's another house on the other side of the one on fire. That uses a standard building method to protect it from the spread of fire. And we'll see how that copes shortly. First of all, let's have a look at the problem. Now, it's worth remembering here that whenever fire spreads from one terraced house to another, from one semi-detached house to another, the fire tends to travel in the space just underneath the roof. Now, assume, if you will, that this whole unit is in fact two houses. There's the dividing line, and there in fact is the party wall. It runs all the way down. Now, in the space between the party wall and the sarking felt above, you've got fire-resistant rock wool. And similarly, in the space between the sarking felt and the tiles themselves, you've got more rock wool. Now, this roofing arrangement is a conventional one. It's not the only type of fire prevention system around, but it's typical of millions of homes in the British Isles. The only drawback with this is, if you notice these continuous wooden battens, they go the whole length of the terrace, as does this sarking felt, which is quite inflammable as well. Now, if this house next door catches fire, the roof buckles or even collapses, what's going to happen is that these battens will be wrenched clear, creating enough air, enough space for fire to travel across. So what our Irish inventor has done is to interrupt the continuous flow of these battens with lengths of steel. And similarly, he's interrupted the flow of this sarking felt as well, with a shaped steel arrangement here, sits on top of the party wall, and on top of that bit of steel, you've also got more fire-resistant rock wool that goes up to the tiles. Now again, what happens is, if this roof collapses because of a fire, these wooden battens won't be wrenched clear. Instead, these lengths of steel will come away, leaving these battens intact, leaving the whole roof structure intact, so protecting it from the blaze. Well, it's a nice theory, isn't it? But will it work? And that is very, very impressive. That house, well, clearly that's a goner. But look here next door. This building, which uses a standard fire prevention method, that house is now ablaze. Finally, let's have a look at the one that I came out of in the first place. This one, completely intact. I think the only smoke in here has come from the front door anyway. And all this despite temperatures of 800 degrees centigrade next door. Meanwhile, back inside the protected house, the only game in town is reaching fever pitch. My luck's improving too. Straight.
Full house. 8 is on the roof, and that's no joke.